Verse 29, chapter 1 says, as soon as they left the synagogue. Let me stop right there. One translation says, immediately after they left the synagogue. And see, let me explain to this to us for this understanding of the Jewish day. The Jewish day is a 12-hour day. It will, maybe for us, we'd understand it better as 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's sun up to sundown. On the Sabbath, there is a Sabbath meal that is to take place around about what we would call 12 noon. It happens after you have exited from the synagogue. Now, the rule of the Sabbath is that only work of necessity can be done, and miracles are disqualified as works of necessity. But the text says, as soon as they left the synagogue, there is no meal. There is no Popeyes. Oh, I got to put it in our language. There is no J. Alexander. There is no Maggiano's. There is no Sweats. As soon as he left the synagogue, Jesus has to get himself postured. It says they went with James and John to the home of Simon and Andrew. Jesus is getting ready to go back into ministry operation. But see, I just had to ask myself, what if it was some of us? They done gave the benediction. Go on and ask so-and-so, that ain't on my, I got things to do. I got to go get my wings ready for the Super Bowl party. I got to go and get other things that we can't mention in church. Spiritual beverages. Don't make me call names, I will if I'm provoked. Somebody say, tell the truth. Jesus had to get over himself so that he could go on and do the work of it. I don't know if he was tired, it doesn't mention, but he had been ministering in the synagogue. He leaves the synagogue and goes right back into ministry. And saints, at the core of people matters, we have to follow the example of the master teacher. Sometimes you're going to have to learn how to move over. It can't always be about you. Oh, somebody needs to say amen in here. It can't always be about what you want, how you think, how you feel. Because some of us have gotten into a whole lot of trouble operating just simply on how we feel. You know, I would share Pastor Wynn sometime, we would joke because it's just certain songs, it just ain't my song. He said, well, they ain't all for you. Ouch, but it's the truth. Just because I don't like it don't mean it don't minister to somebody else. Y'all know what I'm saying? And some of us always talking about what we like, what we want, how we feel about something. Truth be told, move over sometime. Tell somebody sometime you got to move over. Because it's about the greater good, the greater good, the good of the whole. And sometimes we forget about the good of the whole. Many of the privileges that we enjoy to this day, we enjoy simply based on the fact that our foreparents moved over. They say, you know what? I'm going to sit on this stool down at the diner that says I can't be here, not just for myself, but for my children and somebody else's children. The saints down in Montgomery, while they were walking to work doing the bus boycott, they moved over because even some of the seniors 75 and 80-year-old saints were walking to where they needed to be. They moved over. And saints, sometimes you got to move out of the way for the good of somebody else. Somebody say, move over.